Now, as you can see, I'm Ascendant 1 currently, and I barely played much games, right? You can see I barely have much Dorito fill, my ranked Dorito. That's because I play 2 games a week, okay? I've only played 2 games a week. If you want more information on this 2 games a week method, whatever, this video on my channel, just go back and you'll find it. It's one of the recent ones, I believe. So it's not that hard to find that one, but let's check the match history, all right? As you can see, I matched maybe once, all right? And I had a pretty good win rate in my opinion. I lost 3, 4 games, maybe, yeah, 5 games out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, almost 20 games, right? Almost 20 games. I only lost like about 4 or 5. So that's a really good win rate, right? Right now, I think I'm currently at 69% win rate, something like that. And I'm not match MVPing any of my games, right? Why is that? Well, there's multiple factors. First of all, you can see I do my assists, right? 7 assists, 11 assists, 10 assists, 15 assists, 15 assists, right? 10 assists, right? There's some games where I don't get as much assists, like this one where I have 1 assist, but that's just because my team is way too good, right? Like my team is good, and so I don't need to do much work. But let's say this game where this one where I dropped a 11 assists, I'm more playing passive, right? I'm helping my team entry. As you can see, 5 first plus from my Jet. He's pacing up. My Raze is flying in, right? I'm just healing them. I'm constantly flashing, dogging for them, right? I'm making sure I am on pace with my team, right? So I think the biggest thing is playing a role that is not a duelist, all right? Playing duelist puts pressure on you, okay? Playing duelist puts a pressure on you that you have to do good. You have to win. You have to match MVP, right? And switching over to a different role like controller, initiator, or maybe even sentinel might really help you elevate that pressure that you have and just like play more passive, right? Play more focused. I think out of every role, initiator is the best one for this, especially like Sky and KO, the hybrid initiator, because if your duelists are like doing really bad and they can't really keep up, then you can be the one, right? You can be the one initiating the fights. You can be the one taking your fights, right? Because Sky and KO, they can take their own fights because they're flashes, right? They have their self kit that helps them win fight. That's why I think initiator is the best role. You can do this in controller, center doesn't matter, but I think those are harder, especially on the lower ranks, because people don't really listen to you anyway. And then if you're smoking already or you're trying to set up like a whole trip setup or like a kill trip, whatever. Yeah, you're just not gonna have enough time to like coordinate or like make those play that you need. So I think Initiator really gives you that space that you need. That's why I've just been slocking Sky and KO whenever I can, whatever depends on the map for me. But yeah, and as an initiator, I have to IGL. Okay, you have to IGL. I don't care what you say. It doesn't matter if your team is completely ignoring you. It doesn't matter. You have to IGL because your duelist, they have to call for initiator util or like controller util, right? They have to call for util, and they're already too busy doing that, right? They're already too busy thinking about that. So you have to do one doing the IGL. It's either controller or initiator that does the IGL, in my opinion. And usually I like to do the IGL because I want to make sure I make the plays, right? As initiator, I'm like, okay, guys, let's entry A because the cipher plays C, right? And then I'll be like, I'll dog you in here, Reina. Can you follow it in? Can you follow it in, right? And that's what I like to do, right? Simple as yelling stuff works really well, and I just want to keep doing that. Now let's get to the second point. Okay, so another big point Valorant players forget is unnecessary fights. Okay, people think kills are everything, so they just peek everything, right? Try to fight everything they see, and that's not how you should be doing it. If you are playing like a support type of way and you're trying to keep up with your team, you have to be the second one dying or the third one dying, all right, as an initiator. If you're a controller, then that you should be like the fourth or the fifth one dying, all right? They're like, it should not be you dying first. It should be you helping your team first, and then you making sure all the utility is being used properly before you start swinging for fights. All right. If you see yourself dying, if you see yourself dying with full utility in your thing or half utility, that means you are not playing it right. Okay. Initiators and controllers should not be dying with utility in their hand because that's one of the major things that could shoot any run around. Okay. Uh, so just know when to take fights. If you're down numbers, then maybe play aggressive. If you're not, play with the team. Like, make sure you set up your teammates. All right. Because okay, here, big thing right here. If you set up your team and your team gets an insane kill because of your help, their trust in you doubles, okay? Doubles or triples. And then from then on, they will trust you or your play more than anything else, which keeps team vibe up, meaning more wins, okay? So just make sure you're ready for that. Make sure you are ready to make those plays. The tiny decisions is what makes you win those games more often than not. If your duelists want to fight and you are hesitant, join them. If you're doubting your duelist and you're doubting yourself, then you're already losing, right? Because your duelist is going to peak either way. So if Irina is like, wait, I want to fight this, and you can be like, oh wait, I want to join you. Let me fight with you. Let me swing with you. Wait, no, let me flash for you first, right? Simple calls and simple plays like that can increase your trust between you and your teammate, making you win more games, which ultimately leads to more better win rate and better rank up. If you're used to match MVPing a lot, then you might have an ego called I'm the best player in the server. Okay, I'm the best. They're so bad. Like I can do better. I'm better than them. Right? This ego level play you have. Right? You need to get rid of that. Okay. Get in the habit of doubling up with a teammate, like one teammate. Just always be in a pair. Okay. Never be alone. Just be in a pair of two. You want to make sure you guys are in a pack of wolves. Right? A pack of wolves is always stronger than one lone wolf walking around. So be together, fight together, because whenever you fight together, you have a really high chance of winning. Like doing winning like almost anything, literally, right? So never have the habit of thinking you're the best player on the server because you are not. Okay, always know you're not. Even the best players like tens or aspects die. Remember that they die. No matter what they do, they will end up dying if they play alone. That's why you'll see pro players playing together with a teammate at all times, setting up plays. And if you're a duelist, if you still want to play duelist, it's okay, you can, but just make sure you are always staying with the team, right? Make sure you're pacing up with them. Make sure you're not going ahead of them too much. Just be in a constant same what do you call level in clearing spaces, right? You want to be ahead of your teammates, duelists, obviously, but make sure they can keep up with you. They can take actions on whatever space you took, right? Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and bye bye.